Hi, I was just browsing through Instagram and a post caught my attention. I've shared the link in the caption below. Anyway, the post was about a father in China who made his 11-year-old child play video games continuously for 17 hours without any breaks. This father caught his child playing on the phone very late at night, and instead of taking the phone away, the father chose to punish the child by making him play games non-stop for 17 hours without any sleep. I was horrified. I understand that the father may have thought that he would make the child get so fed up of playing games that he would totally be turned off playing games for life. Anyway, I want to talk about punishments, but I'm leaving that for another video. And today we are going to be talking about screen time. The three needs theory is the best known theory of David McClelland. He was a Harvard professor and he spent 30 years conducting research on motivation. He said that there is a need for power, affiliation, and achievement. So when a person plays a game on a device, he gets a feedback, and this is usually in the form of a credit. And when a child gets a credit, he feels that he has achieved something. Many credits like this and many achievements like this make him addicted to playing games. I want to tell you what happens on overexposure to the screen. First, too much screen time may cause restructuring and actual physical changes to your brain. The cortex is the outer layer of the brain, and this processes information. During adolescence, the cortex undergoes critical development. Screen time will affect its growth. And a study called Adolescent Brain Cognitive Development has revealed that some children who use screens more than 7 hours a day have a thinner cortex than the ones who use screen less than that. Now, if a child hasn't reached adolescence, he may face severe brain damage. We've spoken about sleep. The amount of time you spend looking at a screen directly correlates with your sleep duration as well as its quality. According to studies, the bright lights of the screen stimulate the same chemical triggers in your brain as the lights of dawn. But this is happening before you go to bed. That means that your brain is trying to wake you up as you are hoping to fall asleep. And unfortunately, the more tired you are, the more time you are likely to spend on the screen the next day. It can also cause depression and anxiety. So all the time spent in front of a screen can negatively impact your mental and emotional well-being. It can also lower your ability to read emotions in general. It's a cause for obesity. There are a whole lot of negatives to watching the screen. So what's the ideal amount of screen time? The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends avoiding screen for children younger than 18 to 24 months. Children over the age of 2 should be limited to 1 or 2 hours of screen time per day. And what can we do to prevent a situation like the incident that I mentioned? Parents are role models for their children. The next time you binge watch your favorite Netflix series, remember you are setting an example for your children. Keeping the TV on in the background, scrolling through your phone when you have a spare minute, this may not be modeling the behavior you want to see in your children. Set boundaries. One strategy could be just keep your bedroom screen free. You may even want to consider making it a rule that no electronic devices are allowed in the bedroom. This also includes tablets and other handheld devices that your children may be tempted to use at night. This could interfere with their sleep. There are also parental control tools you can use to filter or block unwanted content on digital devices. You can even set daily screen time limits that can lock your children out of apps after they've reached a set amount of time. Encourage other activities. These days, it's easy for children to become reliant on electronics for entertainment. Instead, encourage them to get involved in activities that don't require a screen, like playing outside, reading a book, playing a board game. If you use these preventive measures right from the beginning, you're not going to reach the stage of the Chinese man. And if you have any tips you are using to prevent screen time for your children, please share it here. And for any questions, please reach out to me at askamrita@taabur.com.